Wave 4, commencing.
Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for the road to my 840th and 841st Platinum Trophies. Today's games are the PS4 and PS5 versions of Star Wars The Clone Wars. So this is one of the PlayStation Classics games. This was originally a PS2 game. So this might actually be the first one I've done that was originally on PS2. I mean, yeah, Thrillville was obviously a PS2 game as well, but we got the PSP version for whatever reason. So anyway, right there was our Platinum Trophy. The last thing we had to do was get 100 kills as Anakin while on foot. It's one of the only things that isn't going to come naturally while playing through the game. So overall, this is a pretty quick and easy Platinum Trophy. Just the biggest issue with this game is that it is definitely a product of its age. It has not aged very well, and it has quite a few little quirks with some of the controls, the camera. It's a little bit buggy at times. Then, of course, whenever you're in the ground combat sections, it's just really not well put together because it's mostly a vehicle shooter, which you can do from first or third person, but there are some ground combat sections, and they just aren't very good. And the only reason this game took me an extra, couple of days to platinum the PS5 version, I'm just doing it for a 366-day platinum challenge, so trying to get platinum trophies on every day of the year over the course of all these years. So anyways, the PS4 version and the PS5 version obviously have identical trophy lists, so you're going to get 16 trophies just by completing the main story, which you can do pretty quickly, especially if you weren't focusing on the bonus objectives, though you are going to have to do quite a few of them. So if you were just trying to rush through the story without the bonuses, you might be able to do this in 3 hours, maybe a little bit more. It's not a particularly long game. However, you do have to complete a total of 30 bonus objectives. There are 48 total throughout the game, 3 per mission. So you are allowed to miss a solid third of them, which is very nice. Most of them are pretty easy, and there's a good chance you'll end up with about 40 just by playing through the game and having some rough idea of what they are, because a lot of the time it's something like protect this particular group of soldiers or whatever, or this particular set of vehicles, or don't let their health drop below a certain point, or finish the mission within a certain amount of time, stuff like that. Most of the bonus objectives are easy. There are some that are definitely tougher, but again, you don't have to do all of them, so it's really nothing much to worry about. You should get this around the 13th mission of the game if you have been following a guide and been getting most of them done. I mean, not all of them require a guide, but sometimes they have collectibles involved in them, so you might want to have a guide pulled up just for those. Then you have 2 kill-based trophies, actually 3 kill-based trophies. The 300 kills while in a vehicle is unmissable. This is going to come naturally just by playing through the story. Then 100 enemies as Mace Windu. This one should come naturally for most players. I ended up getting it doing a replay of the very first mission when I was first learning how to play the game and working on a bonus objective. But if you don't get it there, you'll also get a ton of kills in Mission 15 because you play as Mace Windu several times on foot, so this one should not be a problem. And then you have to defeat 100 with Anakin while on foot. This one is definitely the only trophy that there's pretty much no way you're going to get just by beating the story, because you only control Anakin a couple of times and there's not enough enemies throughout the game. So you want to load up Geonosis Academy from the multiplayer menu. You do not need a second controller for anything. You can play it alone and just farm kills in that arena until you get the trophy. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Starting about a third of the way through the game, you'll have the ability to start giving squad commands like attack and defend and retreat and stuff like that. So as long as you just keep issuing commands throughout the game, you'll knock this trophy out, no problem. The 2 different vehicle trophies are unmissable. They are both story related. You'll get through both of them by the time you finish the game, by the time you finish mission 12 or 13 for that matter. And then you have a few more miscellaneous trophies. Kill one enemy is pretty self-explanatory. Every type of power-up, I think there's about 4 total. There is an invincibility power-up. There is the rocket power-ups that just give you, well, not really power-ups, it just refills your rockets. There's a health kit pickup, and then there's a super blaster pickup, and there might be one other one, so there's 4 or 5 total. This trophy is very easy, though. It should come naturally just by playing through the game. The power-ups are quite helpful at several points. And then finally, for this trophy, you need to first complete 30 bonus objectives, and then you need to view these 2 particular items within the options bonus menu. But again, thankfully, you do not have to get all 48 because I think that there's actually the highest tier extra is 45, so you might not have even had to do that if you were going for 100%. So yeah, for the most part, the game really isn't particularly hard. It's just fighting with the old school controls and everything, and it's just not the most well-aged game, and it's a little bit boring at times, a little bit repetitive. PS5 version, of course, is exactly the same. The only difference was that I did not get the Mace Windu trophy from replaying the first mission. I got it naturally on that 15th mission, so that's really the only difference here. But yeah, that's basically it, and there was probably a slight difference in the amount of medals that I got, or bonus objectives you want to call it, but otherwise, pretty quick and easy overall platinum. Each version can be done in about 5 hours if you know what you're doing, maybe even a little bit faster, so nothing much to worry about. So with that, level 881, 49%, 29,219 total trophies, 841 platinums, 5,613 golds, 7,846 silvers, 14,919 bronzes. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments if you've done this game and what you thought of it. I also forgot to mention that this game does have the rewind feature. It just works a little bit differently this time. Mainly in that you have to go through some different settings to even activate it, but overall it's not really a big deal. So, again, thank y'all for watching. See you back here real soon for another trophy video.